Hi, I'm Duncan Moss, and I'd like to welcome you to my latest video blog. Today, I'll be basically stating that the Beatles and April Fool's Day do not go well together at all. Um, Basically, last week, or the 1st of April, there were two Beatle April Fools, at least, that were played. The first one was can't remember who it was in either case, but somebody was claiming that there was a new box set by Paul McCartney coming out, and it was called "The Worst of Paul McCartney," and they did it really well. They had an unboxing. They had a, a box with Paul on the front. Looked very a lot of work had gone into it, and they opened it up and the records were in there with a track listing. And I thought, oh, maybe Paul's being a little satirical about this. Maybe, and they went through some of the tracks. I thought, oh, there's some of them songs are really good, you know. Anyhow, then I just sort of twigged that it was April Fool's Day, and got a bit annoyed because we are waiting, aren't we? Us Wings fans for the deluxe box set of London Town and Back to the Egg, the last two Wings albums, which must have some very interesting stories behind them. Different members, of course, of Wings, uh, different drummer and different lead guitarist. Um, but we'll wait for those, and I'm sure they'll come in due course. The second April Fool, which really was cruelty beyond measure, from a Beatle fan couple what the names of all these people will be uh, not mentioned, not because I'm being kind and nice, but basically I can't remember them, who they were. I was so taken aback by it all. This is basically saying that Darnie Harrison, George's son, Sean, Ono Lennon, who is John and Yoko's son, and James McCartney were going to team up with Ringo's son, Zach Starkey, and make an album together called Don't Let Us Down. And there was a lot of clever packaging of photographs in a sort of let it be squares uh, with all four members. And said that Heather McCartney was designing the cover of the album, and Stella McCartney had gone and designed some clothing for them to wear for the album shoot. Excuse me. And it was going to be produced by Giles Martin with assistance from Julian Lennon. And I was getting very excited about this until they started listing the tracks that are going to appear on the album, and they were all sort of parodies of Beatles songs, like in a sort of Ruttles type. And I just realised that it was an April Fool. And I just because we've had lots of April Fools played on things that I'm very interested in over the years. And of course, the thing is, on April the 1st, don't trust anybody. But joking apart, if the four lads wanted to get together, maybe with a few more musicians, and make an album together, what would be so strange in that? It could be a really good project. And if they did it, of course, it would be done for fun. It wouldn't do because be done for they've got to prove haven't got to prove anything, and you never know. Sir Paul and Ringo might turn up on some of the tracks to help out. But it just goes to show that the thinking about the Beatle children getting involved in projects Beatle fans, I think, do show an interest in supporting these projects, and I, for one, think that whether it was probably a low key album, I would think, especially since Darnie doesn't seem to want to be a star. Well, I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrong, but to make an album together, I think would be really good, and I think it would get the support of the fans, and I think it would be a success, and maybe even know a few gigs, just to have fun. Um, After all, that is what the Beatle music is about, having fun, and of course, Julian and Sean and uh, uh, don't know quite what solo success all those lads have all had, but I would show an interest if I heard there was a new Darnie album coming out. I would show an interest, and I know that James issued an album quite recently. But let's just wait and see. Whatever the offspring of the Beatles get up to, I'm sure we'll, as Beatles fans, will all support them. I mean, I didn't know what anything about ladies' fashion until I started interested in Stella McCartney's work, which is absolutely fabulous. Not that I'll be wearing any of them anytime soon because I'm too big, but guys, I just wanted to say that, well, I hope you didn't eat too many Easter eggs over Easter. I'm diabetic, so I had a few little chocolate mini eggs. They should have Beagle Easter eggs. That'd be rather nice, wouldn't it? A yellow submarine Easter egg with chocolate blue meanies inside. I'm just thinking outside the box. I know the Beatles are very hard up for cash and desperately need new ways of generating revenue. But I'll shut up now. If any of you enjoyed this, you can subscribe to my channel, or you can take the like button, or forward this to a friend. Anyhow, this is Duncan Moss, very briefly signing off now. So take care. See you soon. God bless.